So now everyone, we are just on our way down to our own bit of ground. You may remember this. This is where I made the video of the baling knotting and where I mowed. I was praying I didn't hit any stones. So that is where I'm going now, back down here. It's ready for its second cut of grass. We haven't mowed, it's been mowed. Was it now mowed? 2 days mowed. So there's a lovely bit of welt on it now, so I'm going to stay baling at it till I'm ready to go hay. That's the hay there. I have to get the rake left down to me. We're a man short today. My father's gone off on his holidays and gone to my sister's graduation. He's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So he's gone off with that, so we're a man down. So once the time comes, I have to go row that field there, row another field, and then I have to go back and bale them. Then there's more hay on, and then there's silage on in the evening, and depending on how the day works, I might come back to do more of this. If not, I'll do it again in the morning, because all that's on the books for tomorrow, Friday, is hay. So that won't be going on early in the morning, so I'll be able to bale up the last of our silage. So 20 acres in here. It's a lot heavier than it was before, so we'll be hoping for a lot more bales. Hence you seen me load up all the rack. How many do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 30s is what? 8 trees. 240 bales. The wrap I have there, I still have a roll at home and what's in the baler at the minute. So there it is there. Now it's not road because we're a man down. I've no one to road ahead of me, so I'm just going to bait away in the small swords and get it going. The boss man is, I think he's actually trying to ring me now or something. I have a missed call there, so I'll ring him back, see what's wrong with him, and get to it. Right, so ready to go. Get down. Now, something you may notice, the tractor is idling very high there. We had power plant problem nearly all through the start of the year, and we finally have it all sorted. We've put a new turbo on it, new injectors, and a new pump. We've also, as you may notice, we have an exhaust on it. At long last, we have an exhaust. So the tractor is running better than ever. It's like new. Lots of power. I'm getting on far better than I was at the start of the year. It was tough going at the start, but now it's 100%. Getting on fierce well. So there's a problem there now. You just sort this out first. When it goes like that, it won't roll itself off properly and it'll just tear. No. So we get to this, we see how much we get done before we have to go row up a lock of hay and go bale that. That's how you have to knock her back. I don't know, maybe they didn't put the spring on properly or something when they were doing it. But so that's that. Let's get to it. Right. Also, while doing this video, you know yourselves, this is just going to be a usual old video. Maybe try something a bit different. Maybe not. So we get to it now. Whoever out, up or in. I suppose I'll bring you for making of the first bale, and then I'll go and make you lock of bales until something happens, and I'll show you that. You know yourselves, the usual old carry on from me. So you know yourselves at this stage. So you can see there's definitely a lot more on it than last time. There's a lovely pile of stuff. To be a great welt on this. We're feeding away at the stuff we made the last time to the bulls, and the bulls are doing ferocious well on it. I sent off some of it to be tested, see how good it is. I haven't heard back. If I do hear back, I will let you know. But I'd be expecting it to test very well. Very well. So, what is that noise? Yeah. So there's our first bale out now. So I'll use up the black plastic and then I'll put in the colourly ones. We're going to just stack them in the back of the hedge. No, we're not. We're just going to line them up in the back of the hedge till maybe next week or the week after, till we get a chance to come down and bring them home. It's just we're very busy, and we just want to stack them over out off the field, just in the corner. Hopefully the crows don't go at them too much. That's why we're going to use that eco green and black, because hopefully it'll be the same as painting your bales and the crows won't bother them too much. And hopefully when we mix painted and non-painted ones in, that might help the job, but we'll just have to wait and see. That's all we can do. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll skip on. My GoPro is dying, so hopefully I'll get a charge it later on maybe, and I'll leave it at that, and I'll let you know how I get on. So now everyone, I just have the rounds nearly done on this. I have 20 bales made, 21 bales made. I know that says 29, but I meant 9 bales for ourselves last night, and I never changed it. So at the minute, the driver that has the new Massey, you can see him there, is just stacking them in at the back of the hedge first, and we'll get them then when we get a chance later on next week or that, when things quieten down. So once I get the rounds off this field, I'm going to go row the hay. I might do a little bit just while I'm at that. Then I have to go bale the hay. Then I have to figure out how I'm going to get the tractor and the rake to my do. Well, it's actually farther than my do, it's near Arda, and get the whole lot over there by myself. Well, I see the farmer might run me back and forth, where he might get his son to drive over one of the tractors for me, and I have to pick up my brother, and he's going to row ahead of me. He's young, he doesn't have the license to drive on the road, so he'll do the field work, but he can't get that far. So yeah, it's all busy. Nothing is changed, like it's all the same. But everything's going fine. It's yielding a very heavy crop. Just to give you an idea, the last time we baled this, there was 7 bales on it, and I have 21 bales made so far, and I only have the rounds off the field. Now the rounds of the field are definitely more than half, probably 2/3 if not 3/4 of the field, as my uncle mowed it, and he loves going round fields. He just loves going round and round and round in circles, and I'd rather do about 6 rounds and then split it. I hate going round the field. It's just so tedious, and I always feel like once I get to ups and downs, I feel like I have fuck all done. I start getting up and down it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I might just stop now when I get to the bottom of this and go jump on the rake. You can see there, we went back to the house just for a bite to eat, just to keep ourselves going for the day. And when I was back, I come back up with the rake, so that I could drive across and do that job and come back, and I wouldn't have to be going home and all the rest, because it's literally just the other side of the canal. Like, if there was a bridge across it or you could drive through it, you'd be in business. But it's not that far, like, it's not too far at all, so it's not too bad. So I'm just going to make the next bale and leave it at that. Go bale a lock of hay. My uncle is headed off. He's gone baling hay now with the John Deere baler and the 6270 with the front links. He's already gone baling hay. He's gone baling hay in Leitrim, in Bornacoola. So he's gone off up there to bale hay, and he's more hay to bale then after that, and I've hay to bale as well. So there's quite a lot of hay on at the minute. Silage will only be going on in the mornings and evenings. A good bit of hay on for tomorrow as well, and hopefully we'll be able to get all of this finished up. So there's going to be quite a lot of bales here. I'm just about finished with me 2 rows of black wrap. I'm down to 1 of them working. So once that one spins off, I'll throw on my multicoloured layers, but it'll be later on this evening before I get round to that, because that is me now. I am going to go rowing now, so I'll skip on to that when I get that far. So now we're just turning in here now. I'll go row this up. He actually has put it in rows, but he told me he still wants it rowed up, so I don't know why he didn't just shake it out and he went through it again like that. But look, it's none of my business. He wants it rowed, I'll row it for him. Speed me up anyways, doing it. having it in 30 foots rather than 10 foots or less even. It'll definitely speed me up. The only thing is, because I'm doing it myself, it kind of defeats the purpose. So it's a bit of a bummer, but sure, look, you can't always have it the way you want it. So we'll get ourselves ready to go here. Right. So, throttle back. Take this in. The welly. And away we go. Now hopefully now the dust isn't too bad, or I'm going to shut all the windows and I'm just going to sweat it out. Because me and dust just do not go. Just no way, Jose. No way, Jose. I hate dust. I just hate with passion. So I hope you're able to hear me there now over the tractor. So that's what you can see there now. That's what I'm doing. So after row this field, I have another small paddock to row for the same man as well back in his house. And then I'll come in here, bale this. Then I have to try and liaison with another farmer to get the rake to his land, and then I have to get the baler there and my brother there, and then my brother will be able to row ahead of me. He can't row at the minute because he's doing a few jobs at home looking after calves and that. So that's it. I'm going to leave it at that because my camera doesn't have a whole lot of battery in it and I want to try and make it last the day, so I leave it at that and I'll fill you in later on. So now everyone, just after finishing up the baling or rowing of the hay there, so just heading back for the baler now, and I'll go bale and I'll show you how to set up the baler for baling hay. Have to change the pressures and increase the amount of net that goes on. That's really it. Change the setting on the monitor too. That's it, then everything else is 100% after that. So we'll head on back now. I don't have too far to go, and we'll go get the lock of hay baled. Ooh. And that is it. So I will skip on to that now. So now we're in the field, first field of the road, hay. So we get to this now. So first things first, we need to change. We'll turn on our screen. Now we'll go through how to work the whole outfit in another video another day. I was thinking I might do it today or put up as a separate video, but my battery's on the camera after this morning's antics getting the machinery ready, so I left it. But anyways, we'll go into machine setup, we change crop to hay, and we just change our total. And that's all we need to do there. New crop set. We go to auto, we let down our knives. You see that go to 0, knives are down. That's all I can do in here. So now I have to go out and change stuff. So, out with the tractor. I'll back the throttle because she's running at a high idle. Unfold our wheels. And one of the things we need to do is increase the amount of net we put on. Because we're not wrapping it, you need to put on more net. So we drop it down 2, 3, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we drop a 3. So that puts on sufficient amount of net for the bales. We also need to get me screwdriver or thingy. Here, where the fuck do I leave it? Now here I'm after leaving my tool for this job. But anyways, you can use this just to get that flipped, get this open. So I'll let back our pressures now. So this controls our pressures. So we just unscrew that I screw it out all the way. Just because I know how much I have to go, so then I screw it back in, it catches. So I have a mark behind it, you can see it there. So from there it's 4 turns, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I tighten that back up on it. That accumulator there, which is what works the pressures, you want to reset it, so you open and close it manually. You can do it in the cab either, but while I'm out here I do it here. So it's the opening and closing of it is what resets it. Takes the pressure off it so it won't pack them as hard. So if you overpack hay, has a higher tendency of heating. So I said at that, I'll make a few bales, maybe 4 or 5 bales. I'll go out and I'll check it, see what the bale's like. If I need to, I'll adjust that. If I'm baling silage, I screw it in another 2 turns, and then I take it on the crop. A wet, heavy crop will pack easier. It won't take as much, whereas a drier crop, you have to screw it in more to get the pack right. Or screw it out, screw it in. I can't remember. But anyways, so that's us ready to go bale hay. So, suppose we just look at the crop. So that's hay. This is organic, no manure, no slurry, no nothing. It's in lovely fit order there now. So it is. It's in grand order there. Nice bit of green in it, or as in the dry green, not the sun bleached kind of a colour. So we're ready to go now. That shows there's a bale in it because it was opening and closing the door, but that doesn't matter. So we'll get her started, get revved up. I baled this in the low box because of just the sheer volume of stuff. Bale it in the low box. Oh, I forgot to put down a handle. So that's it. We just want to be careful getting across that once they're off in this row. So here we are now. We start gobbling it up. So a 30-foot swath of hay is quite a lot. It's quite a lot of stuff to put through a baler. Now the John Deere baler, it could take this, but it was a stretch now. You could block it very easily. I've never blocked this baler in hay. I blocked it in silage alright, but never in hay. First baler I make will probably be too hard because it has to try and reset pressures. Right, that should have netted, that didn't net. Right, we'll just have to manually do this one. It's now netting itself for whatever reason. There goes that. Out comes bale. And we're ready to go again. So, what are things with this swath of grass? It is, as you can see, it's very tall. Very tall off the ground. One of the things I have to be very careful of is the drive shafts underneath the tractor, making sure it doesn't wrap around it. It's a matter of just checking it every now and again. Didn't take a whole lot to make that now. But the height of the swath, you gotta be careful it doesn't wrap under your drive shafts underneath. By right, I'd want to pack a roller on the front of the tractor to just sort of clamp it, level it down a bit to make it a bit easier on itself. So something you can see there, I have one bale off. I always let when I'm baling here straw, I let them off in 2s. So it just leaves it easier when you're comes around to picking them up. If you have a loader with 2 spikes, you get 2 bales every time. It's the easiest way of doing it. That's how we do it. But yeah, on just the drive shafts, it actually happened to me earlier on in the years baling 30-foot swaths of silage. They were very heavy. But I was keeping an eye on my front drive shaft and clearing it every time it got blocked. All was grand. Anyways, I headed down the road and I started to smell smoke, and I looked behind me and all I could see was the plumes of smoke coming out behind me, and I was fuck. Got myself pulled over, got out. I was on fire underneath the tractor, where there's on these tractors there's pretty much underneath there, just down there underneath the tractor, it's split where it goes into the the front drive shaft heading for the wheels, which is on a sort of a joint system. Because it's a front suspended tractor, it has play that can move up and down. And then there was a back joint, a back drive shaft that I never looked at, and I was wrapped around that, and it had gone on fire, and I got it put out and got it cleaned up. And actually you can barely see it, just strike of it there, you can just see the hint of yellow that was on my hand. My hand got kind of stained yellow after pulling the burnt grass off the drive shaft of the tractor. But anyways, that's just something for you. You always need to be careful when you're baling these big swaths of grass, or hay, or grass, whatever. I'm going to leave it at that now, and I'll skip on to when the next interesting thing happens. There'll be no nice shots outside the tractor while I'm at hay, because I'm not willing to get all dust and get the inside of the cab all dust for the sake of a few shots. Just so you know, just so you know, there won't be any nice shots while I'm at this, but I might do some nice shots at silage when I go back at it after the hay later on tonight. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll skip on when the next exciting thing happens.